welcome back to my blog and channel. You're watching Lipstick and Laura, and I am Laura. It's great to have you here. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. So today I have a palette review again, and today we're going to be talking about the ColourPop Golden State of Mind palette. I got this in Sephora months ago. I got it before Christmas. It was a while ago. And it was when they released just very limited stuff in Sephora. So you can't really, I don't even know if they still sell this, but I know that they sell it on the ColourPop website, which is why we're talking about it now. I do really like the idea of this palette. It's golden, it's warm, but it's all shimmery and it's all like metallic-y. So this is what the palette looks like on the inside. There's 15 different shades here. Some of them seem like they're duochrome glitters, like the white here. When I use that in the look later, you'll see what I mean. It doesn't actually come out white. It comes out like it's supposed to be a really light icy pink with turquoise glitter, but it comes out really pink with a like turquoise sheen to it. So it's really cool. Some of them are very cool tone, some of them are very warm tone, but they all seem to work pretty well together. You can make a bunch of different looks with this palette, and that's what I really like. Again, it's Golden State of Mind, so there's no matte colors here. So if you were hoping for matte colors, look somewhere else. This isn't the palette for you. But if you do want to use this in conjunction with the matte palettes or the matte eyeshadows that you already have in your collection, I really, really like this palette for that. So this is their pressed powdered formula. It's not the regular like Super Shock eyeshadow formula, which that one's almost, it's like a bit creamy almost, but it's really pigmented. It's a little bit harder to blend than these because this is a little bit pressed, but it is super glittery, so just be careful. You can definitely wet your brush and get a little bit more payoff. So on the website, they don't even have really a description of this. It's just a pressed eyeshadow palette to them. But there is a quote from Amanda Ensing, who is also on YouTube, and she said that it's a great compliment to your already matte neutral palette that you probably already have lying around, and I do tend to agree. I did use a transition shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette just to get the crease a little bit more depth. And then everything else is from here. So I didn't really add anything to it. It's definitely a really good compliment to whatever you already have in your collection. So I do really like this. The pigment is great. I find with ColourPop products, you never really have to complain about the pigment, complain about the color payoff. I find that it's always there, and it is always there with these. Now, the thing that I did realize, and you'll notice it when I go into the tutorial, the really quick tutorial on this look, is there is a little bit of fallout. It is a glitter shadow, it's metallic, there's a finish to it, it's not matte, so generally you will get a bit of fallout, in which case I kind of wish that I did my makeup, my eyeshadow makeup first, and then you're gonna hear the cat because the door is closed, because if I don't close it, he's gonna like run around and fuck stuff up. So he's a little upset right now. So there is a bit of fallout. I kind of wish I did my eye makeup before I did the rest of my face, but that's generally not how I do my makeup. I always do my face first, start with the base, work my way up, and then I do my eyeshadow last. But with this, because there was a tiny bit of fallout, it's not the worst fallout I've ever seen in my life, but it was enough to make a difference, especially if you're using one of the darker colors and it's like getting on your skin. It can look a little weird. So that's my only complaint. But otherwise the pigment is there, and it is a very nice palette. It's just everything goes really well together. You can utilize all colors together. They all mesh very well. It's a really good, there's a little bit of warm and a little bit of cool there too, so you can kind of play around if you're not sure if you're like a warm palette kind of person, because I know every palette on the market right now is a warm palette. But this has both cool and warm tone colors in it, so I feel like you can make really good looks with that, which is fantastic. I feel like I would be a dick if I showed you this palette and reviewed this palette and didn't show you a look. So this is the look that I am going to show you. I am wearing it right now, and it is all ColourPop shadows except for the transition shade and the eyeliner. So I did use a black powder eyeliner from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I used the black color that's in there just to give a light diffused liner. I don't like to wear a lot of eyeliner. Everybody knows this. I'm trying to get better at it. Today is not the day I'm gonna try. So we're just gonna get right into the look. So two things. Don't judge my eyebrows. I'm growing them out so I can reshape them, just because they've been giving me some issues, just mostly on this one here. But I am growing them out so they look a little fuzzy and they look a little weird. And two, I'm going to zoom you in so that you get a better view and you can see up close what I am doing. And that's the final look. I tend to be going more towards pinks and reds and burgundies and super warm colors as it is. I'm one of those people. But I did do something very unconventional for myself, and I'm wearing a nude lipstick. So let's all take that into account because I don't generally wear nude lipstick. But this is the final look, and I find that everything blends pretty well, pretty easily. I did find that the inner color here, the girlfriend color, in the palette it looks more white. It looks a little bit more beige. Like you can tell that there's a bit of pink in it, but I do find that it came out really pink on my eyelids. So just keep that in mind. It came out a little bit different of a color than I thought it would, but I do really like it, and I do really like this look. I'm really happy with this palette. I think it originally retails for $26 American, but when I checked the website today, it was on sale for $20. So $20 for, let me see, 15 shades. Like that's pretty good. The pans are a little bit small, but I don't think they're smaller than any other really eyeshadow palette that I've seen. Like I don't think they're abnormally small. So I do think that it's a good deal. I do really like this palette. I do recommend it if you like metallic or satin or glittery shades. If you are more of a matte person, it's probably not going to be your speed. If you do want to get into more glittery shades, then definitely feel free to pick this up. I mean, it's $20. You can't go wrong. If you don't like it, feel free to trade it for something else with a friend or something like that. And it's fine. It's only 20 bucks, so you're good. And that's what I like about ColourPop is everything is pretty inexpensive, but the pigment and the payoff is there. Sometimes their formulas can be a little bit argued upon, sketchy, like some people like them, some people don't. A little bit of mixed reviews, kind of like the matte liquid lipsticks. I really like them, but I know people that really don't. But I also really like matte lipsticks that basically like to your skin. Just to recap, very pigmented, inexpensive, very glittery, very like metallic-y. There's warm, there's cool. There is a bit of fallout, so keep that in mind. But I do really like this palette, especially for the price point. You can't go wrong. And you can get it on ColourPop's website. So I know getting ColourPop in Canada can be kind of a bitch, but split the shipping with somebody, wait until they have free international shipping. I do find that if you get hit with duties, if you split the shipping, you're splitting the duties, so it's a little bit easier to do. I do really recommend this palette. I do think that it's something that's fun. I'm getting a little bit more into fun palettes as opposed to just like, you know, my always go-to, which is Too Faced Naturalized in the Kat Von D Shade and Light. So it's all matte and neutrals, and I'm trying to have a little bit more fun with my makeup, kind of like the Fenty Galaxy palette, which I did a review on before. So that one's also really fun, and then this one's fun. This is a little bit more neutral, so it's a little bit more for people who like fun colors, but not anything that's too insane and too crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.